Hi, good morning, boys and girls. Johnny, Mr. Forex Fire. A bit of a late night, or should I say, a late night going into the morning. Uh, Youngest was not very well last night, so a little bit tired today. So if I start yawning, I do apologise. Anyway, let's head to the charts. There is a setup already, and it's around about 1%. Again, I just want to show you guys before I get on because everything's running late and getting kids to school and that the day. So if I just go to the Discord, you're going to see here that I posted up the USD Swiss franc. I posted up this morning, so the move started to happen, but we can break it down. So we can see high and low of the Asian session. Okay, so we've got the high down to this low here. We came back and touched into it. Again, we need to see separation candles. This is where a few people get stuck. Basically, a separation candle is after the swing high or the swing low point, ready for the retracement. You need to have at least one, preferably two or more candles that is contained within the 0.5 to the north. Okay, we got that. Then we got the touch. We then actively look for a sell, so we're looking for a bullish candle followed by a bearish engulfing. And if we just get the fire wand out, there's the bullish candle. The next candle after actually engulfs underneath the liquidity body open of the buy candle. Entries in, a little bit of drawdown, and then we're off to the races. Again, it's down to personal preference. When you get to the halfway point, to maybe take a partial. Take a partial, or in fact, move your SL to break even. So we know that this is in 1% at the moment. Okay, so a good trade, solid mechanical system setup. I'm happy with what that is. Again, because this is an out of session pair, we really should have this thing on the pink. Okay, but we're at 1% at the minute. Euro USD, again, similar properties, broke the Asian low, come back up to test into it, come back in to get the 50%. Was there separation candles? Let's just take a look. So we're looking from the swing high this time. We're looking at candles. Was there separation? All this means it's basically volume in the market stagnant and stuck, So we can see we've clearly got 3 to 4 candles there. Okay, because we're looking for a buy situation. You're waiting for the setup of a bearish candle, which is that red one there, followed by a bullish engulfing, I should say, which is that one entry on there. And again, I did talk about this, or I did do this setup inside of the Discord. There's the Euro USD. There's that one there. So we've got 2 entries. You can clearly see it's been a little bit of drawdown. It's went into profit and came back. So we've got a setup there as well. Now we're going to look through the rest of these guys and then see if we can see anything. So we've got a break of an Asian high and we've got the pullback coming in. So again, we're just going to follow a price. Make this orange. We'll bring it down to here. Euro GBP. I've got again another one. Euro GBP. We've got another one. So we broke out the Asian high. We go from this down to this. Make this orange. GBP odd. We've got a breakout, but we haven't got a retracement just yet. GBP, JPY. We did have a breakout late last night, and then we've come into the London here. Yeah, there's the euro going. That's the high, that's the low. Separation candles. So as we come back up, we're looking for the bullish candle, followed by the bearish engulfing. We can clearly see there's the 50% touch. Bullish candle, there's the bearish engulfing there. So there would have been a setup on here we've missed. So that would have been your setup. Okay, so we'll pull this just above here. Pull this out. There's what you wanted to. Pretty solid setup. Again, we'll look for the halfway point. So this has certainly went to a 1% at the moment. You would have had to take partial. Again, I do apologize. I haven't been on earlier to do this setup in this video, guys. Have had an extremely late night last night. So I should do that and do that. Make that green. We'll bring this down to here. Let's do that. I'm just going to click this into the Discord, guys. Right, so just put in there. There was a setup on the Great British Pound JPY. Let's put that into the Discord as well. And we're more or less there, to be fair. The GBP odd we've done. Again, we'll wait for a pullback. The GU. It's been a pull up. It's it could be a setup on here as well. Again, this is not about being correct on every single one. It's about testing the mechanics of the system. So once we've had the touch on here, we're waiting for a bearish and then a bullish engulfing. We haven't quite got it on this just yet, but it's heading towards that. We'll look at the USD JPY. Again, out of session pair, but we've got this to this. We've got quite a few in the basket today, to be fair. Let's have another quick run through from the top to the bottom. Following price, JPY, Euro, odd. Again, price is running away from us now, to be fair. Euro, GBP, we've had a touch in. Okay, so when we've had a touch in, we'll do the same point from here down to here. There's only one candle on this, so it could be a little bit aggressive. There is a separation candle, but I'm not liking it, to be fair. I'd rather have 2 or 3 candles, but we can mark it up for mechanic wise. Go down to here, so you're technically waiting for a bullish followed by a bearish engulfing. So if I just turn this maybe purple, because we're just waiting for that bit. Was it the CAD JPY I was waiting on? Let's have a look. No. Euro odd. No. I think it wasn't that. USD card. Set up there. USD Swiss franc. GBP, JPY. 2% almost hit on that, guys. Just going to go onto this GBP, JPY. Let's put this into the group. We'll come back onto the chart. Right, so we'll go from the top to the bottom. So we've got a 2% winner there, the deer. Following price on here, Euro odd. Again, following price, Euro GBP. Like I see, a 1 separation candle is not enough for me. But even so, the volume, it's just showing you the volumes going back up to the buy side. So again, this will be a good thing if it goes and takes this high, because if it does, we haven't really getting in on an entry. This is the importance of having the mechanics all the way through each time frame, even down to the 1 minute, so we'll see what happens with this. It's got 9 seconds left on this candle. There's not much left to play with. I'll let that go for a minute. We'll just go into Euro GBP. JPY, sorry. So pulling on that, the GBP USD. We've come up, we'll come back, we'll come up, we'll come back. We're waiting for a bearish followed by a bullish engulfing after this touch. Because again, low, high. Okay. Similar sort of preference with this. There's only 1 separation candle there. So I'm not 100% liking it, but again, we've had the touch into here. We've had the bearish candle, but it wasn't a bullish engulfing. Bearish and bearish, no bullish engulfing. We are waiting on the GU to give us the bearish and then a bullish engulfing, So again, I'll come this down into the 1 minute setup. We're now going to be going to U card. Waiting for a pullback to the 50 USD JPY. Again, it's just melting. The USD is melting at the minute. So that's the rundown on the 15-minute angle. Let's come back into the setup, see where we are. We can see we are now heading towards the 1%. Heading towards the 1% of the take partial on the Euro USD. The GBP JPY, we hit 2%. The GBP USD, again, we're waiting for a bearish followed by a bullish engulfing after the 50% touch. We haven't got it just yet. USD Swiss franc, nearly at 2% on this as well. Let's put this into the Discord as well, guys. So there's nearly 2% there. Again, we'll come up with GU. Right, so we're starting to get a bit of bearish candle. We do need to see a bullish engulfing for it to be a setup. Again, out of the Asian low, one separation candle, the touch back into 50%. We do need a bullish engulfing. Ten seconds left of this candle. Hopefully the next candle will be bullish. We'll look back at that USD Swiss franc. Price is coming back up. Again, it hasn't quite hit the 2%, but it near enough did. Euro USD. We know we've got a winner chicken dinner with that one. A GBP USD. 35 seconds left. I want to see a bullish engulfing here. Might not give us it, to be fair. Doesn't look like it wants to do it. I will pause the video for a minute, guys, but we know we've got more or less 2% on the U-Chef. We've got 2% on the GBP, GPY. We're heading towards 1% on the Euro USD. And we're just waiting for this one to be a bullish engulfing. In fact, we'll go 50 seconds of this candle. It's wanting to push, but it's just not doing it at the minute. So 28 seconds. Is price going to give us it or not? Right, so it's engulfing that at the moment. We've got 14 seconds. Right, so that's an entry there as well, guys. Let's put this into the Discord as well. Right, so we're going to the setup there. Again, let's have a rundown, then I'll pause the video. If any of these strike out, they strike out. If not, then it's all good. So the CAD JPY, we'll get a little bit of retracement back. Euro odd, we're starting to come back up in towards the 50%. Euro GBP, again, we were looking for, after the touch through here, bullish followed by a bearish engulfing. There we have that right there. Euro GBP, we'll put this setup in the Discord. Not green, put it here. So the euro odd, waiting for the pullback. Euro GBP, waiting for the pullback. USD card, waiting for that pullback slightly. UJ, again, waiting for the pullback. On the ones that are entered, we've got towards 1% on the USD, Euro USD, Euro GBP. Again, we can mark this up with a 1% take partial area. GBP USD. Bear with me, guys. I've got someone at the door. All right, sorry about that, guys. So, yes, we've got the GBP, USD. That can be green. USD, Swiss franc. Again, near enough 2%. I'm happy with what that's done, to be fair. GBP, GPY. We know we got 2%. So since I've been at the door, I'm just going to check through these again, waiting for the pullback. Again, waiting for the pullback. Waiting for the pullback. Waiting for the pullback. It's almost there. Same with this. Euro USD. Came up. Ignore this bit because that was the touch. That was the pullback. This was the separation. And it's messing around at the minute. Euro GBP. Again, we're nearly at 1% take partial on this. GBP USD, we're starting to make a little bit of headway. USD JPY. So again, I'm happy with what we're seeing so far. I'll pause the video. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the minute, we've got about 2% on one winner. We've got 1% take partial on the other. So we're in profits for the day. I'll be back in a short while, guys. All right, guys. So we've had a touch into the 50% on the anchor. So I'm just going to bring this down. Was there separation candles? There was at least 3. So now what we're waiting for, because we're looking for a sell, we're waiting for a bullish candle, followed by a bearish engulfing. So we're looking for the short. So at the minute we've got a bearish engulfing happening right now, so we're just waiting for this candle to close. It's gone bullish in the last few seconds. So we'll just wait for the next candle. I think it's going bullish again. Yeah, this candle's going to finish bullish by the look of it. It's just follow price. So we're starting to see a bit of a bearish candle here. I would like to see it come down and engulf that bullish one. And you can see on this row of candles here, there's been a little bit of indecisiveness here with the doji and a little bit of a bearish doji. But overall, the last 10 minutes or so has been bullish. So hopefully we'll get a bearish candle coming in any second. 5 seconds. All right, so that is a bearish engulfing. So that could be that could be an entry there, guys. Just keep an eye on that one. Put this into the Discord as well. Euro GBY. So do this, update this on here. Right, so we've got EU, BG, BU, U chef, GG. It's back on here. Yeah. So let's have a rundown, guys, see where we are. Okay, we'll put this now into EJ. Make this green. So we're going to go to the card. Waiting for a pushback into 50%. Euro odd. Again, price is melting. I'm going to ignore this one today because it's swept both sides. So the euro odd I'm going to put back up to here. USD cards, waiting 50%, hasn't done it. USD JPY, we're waiting for that touched, hasn't come back to it yet. The Euro USD, we can see we are at more or less 1% touch. The EG, %2 winner. I'm going to make these two purple. I'll make them blue for profit. So we'll go back that Euro USD. We are waiting for a touch for 1%. Euro JPY. We're going against ourselves. The GU 1%. So that's 2% running. U-Chef nearly 2%. It's back to 1%. That's 3%. That's a winner. That's 5%. And that's a winner. That's 7%. Right, so just before I go, guys, and have a short break, because I am literally knackered this morning. We'll go from the very top and then we'll run down the bottom, okay? So we'll go from the reds as well. So the euro odd was stopped out of this because it swept both sides. The GBP odd, we do have a significant swing back in, but we have swept both the high and the low. So I'm going to put this on a test. I'm going to see if we can come up to 50%. I know we swept the high. We swept all the liquidity lows on here. So I'm going to put this into here and I'm going to turn it pink. Okay. And then from there, we're going to have a look at the CAD JPY. We've just about touched an entry at the minute for a test to see if we have got Separation candles. I can tell you now, we have about 4 or 5 there at the minute. So again, I'll just get this set up ready because we may get that touch imminently. So again, going to the USD cards, prices meandering about from that swing low. We've got huge here. Again, another one that's just about to swing up into this. Taking a look at this. And again, we can confirm before we get the touch that we in fact have several separation candles. And I might as well set the FIP up on this. Go to the high. Once again, we're into the ones that are in play, the Euro USD. We're touching into 1% just about. The EJ, it's going against us. The GU, we're heading towards 2%. USHEF, we're coming back down towards the 2%. We know we've got 2% on the GJ and the EJ. So just to show you that. Yes, in fact, the 2%'s there. The EG, again, 2% there. Okay. We'll come back up this USHEF and the GU I've got interest in at the moment. Right. So I'm going to pause the video, guys. I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea in a minute, and then we'll see if we can get any other entries on these. Okay, I'll be back in a short while. Okay, guys. So we're going to take it from the top, and then I'm expecting a delivery at the minute. So let's take a look. We said we'll put the euro order back. Pull back into the 50 isn't happening just yet on the GBP order. So I think I'll not look for any retracements back into these areas now. I think we've got enough on the watch list, to be fair, although some of these are going to hit the 50% of the anchor. So we'll go into what we have got set up or what has been trading. We've been surpassing the 1% of the Euro USD, been towards the 2%. So there's 1% P on the floating profit loss at the minute. We're in drawdown at the minute on the Euro GBY. The GU, we've got near enough, that's just about hit the 2% there. But again, we've got to class this as what it's surpassed. So that's 1% as well. I've got no doubt this will go to the 2. The USD Swiss franc. Again, we've near enough hit the 2%. There's a couple of them done that this morning. We're at 1%, so that's 3. The GBP JPY, we know we hit 2% profit, so that's 4, 5. In the Euro GBP, we've got 2%. So that's 6, 7. So there's 2 of them that's nearly at 2%. If they go on to hit the 2%, that will be 9, 10, 11. That will be 11% gains out of a possible 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14. So if we get to those levels of the other couple that are at 1%, but if they go at the 2%, out of the 14 possible percent of markup targets, 12% gains could be achieved today. Like I said, the system is phenomenal, guys. Okay, I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to take a short break. I'm not going to look for entries on these because we're doing so well on the baskets on these. I don't want to spread myself too thin. And like I say, I've had a rough night last night. The youngest been up all night. So again, I'm going to go and make a cup of tea, wait for this delivery. It's due around about 10 o'clock. So I'll be back in a short while and we'll see where we are. Okay, guys, I'll see you in a bit. All right, okay, guys. So we're at nearly 2% on the Euro USD. We are still in drawdown on the UGA, but I'm not overall fussed about that because we have seen some fantastic results this morning. Again, 2% on the GBP, JPY, so we can turn that blue. You can see here, there's the full 2%. The GU, again, 2% hit. The EG, 2% hit. UCHEF, 2% hit. So 2, 4, 6, 8%, with a possible 2% here. So 8% so far, a possible 2% coming up. That would be 10% out of the 12 so far. So that's where we're at the moment, guys. I'll be back in a short while. All right, we're going to sign this off, guys. It's been a really good session this morning. However, we did hit a loser. Like I say, I'm not going to hide behind anything. We did hit a loser, which was on the Euro JPY. However, you'll see all these in blue for profit. The Euro USD, you can see clearly 2%. The GJ, 2%. So that's 4. GU, 2%, that's 6. The EG, 2%, that's 8. UCHEF, 2%, that's 10. Take away the -1, that would leave you with 9% for a session. Now, guys, like I said, this system, it's phenomenal. What I'm seeing now from my data collection is Mondays, sometimes Tuesdays, it's relatively quiet. It just depends on the volume and volatility. We have just come out the inauguration of the other day. But more so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is the best time to be trading this, I would say. Today has been exceptional. Like I said, we had one of these days like this just the other week. But to call out and do on video or live, even though I'm recording it, doing it in front of you, picking out 6 setups using the mechanics of the anchor, the condition, and the trigger fire entry, to call out 6 trades, win 5 of them at 2% each, 10%. You can take that loss on the chin with a 1%. It means nothing. Nowhere else do you see where you can get things like this, session to session. A percentage like this, 9%. Like I see, you take that one off, that one that lost from the overall 10%. So 9%. It's a pass on the funded challenge. You know, it's just about getting used to the mechanics of the system. Okay. So again, if you like what you're seeing with this system, and if you're enjoying the vlogs that I'm doing, please drop a comment in the YouTube. Okay, don't just put, if you're watching this in the Discord, don't just comment on the Discord. Drop your comments on this YouTube thing as well. Okay, guys. But my name's been John, Mr. Forex Fire, and I'm out.